even ask how I want to start season 2, episode 1. I'm just gonna go with it.
This is it. That's the opener right there.
This is it right
This
here.
is it. This is the opener.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good day.
Welcome to Ambition Academy Season 2. Let's get it going.
Two twos.
Two twos. And wait,
Hold on.
What?
Wait. What?
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 What are you? What is this? What is this? Ray, what happened to you?
Bleached his entire body, elongated it. Kidding. Yes. Clearly, there is an elephant in the room. Not size-wise, just... I'm a different host right now.
Bro, I could barely tell you blended into the wall.
Yo. Yeah, you're gonna get home. I'm gonna paint these walls black.
Oh, absolutely. Man, like this is... How do you feel?
Well, second time on the podcast, I feel really, really good. I feel honored, honestly. It's hard to put it in words. I've thought about this 1,000 times, but the moment we say action, once again, all flies right outside your head.
Yeah, that's true.
Being here in what I guess they don't even know, in a new capacity, this is exciting. I am very, very excited for season 2.
Season 2.
And onward.
Going from guest to on the panel.
Yes.
It's a big jump. That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Because like now you're not the person getting interviewed. You're the person behind the panel that's expressing. Yeah, you're doing it now.
Honestly,
Completely
different. Completely different. Last episode of mine where it was just like, just chat about you, do your thing. I was like, that's easy. But being like, you now have to do like, this is your episode. Like, not just your episode. This is like, you are a part of this now. Oh, it's completely different. It's a whole different mindset. But
absolutely,
it feels good.
And it's crazy because like, we had all these cups made and then Cap.
Yeah, I brought my own.
The Cap cup,
My own. Yeah.
Cap cup, yeah?
I don't even need my name on it. People just see it and they're like, I got you. I know.
No, you know what? I know I've known Cap for, it's been like 10 years? What did I say? 10, 12 years? 12. Yeah. So, I mean, I've known this guy for a long time and he's going to bring a lot of value to the podcast, a different perspective. And he's very well spoken. He has a lot of knowledge. And the one thing I really love about this guy, this man right here, is that he hasn't switched up. He's been the same person since I've met him. He's just probably 50 pounds of muscle bigger than when I met him.
Yes.
And nothing changed. And that's what I love about you, man. And I hope you never do. And I don't think he ever will. This is that guy that you always have that one friend in your life that doesn't switch up about anything. And if you don't, I'm very fortunate to have you.
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
Just left me hanging on the podcast.
Almost had evidence. But no, I'm really appreciative of that. Like, I love the words. We've kind of talked about this a bunch of times. Like, it is crazy to think that you are my longest friend out here.
Yeah.
12 years through meeting you at our last job, you moving on, moving away, like all these different things that have like brought us together, separated us. Like, once again, another 12 years later, here we are again. And both of you asked me to join your podcast, be a co-host. And I'm like, I absolutely have to say yes to this.
100%.
Yeah, and I'm very excited.
So, Nate, I wanted to ask you, just for the listeners and the viewers, we know how this all came about.
Yeah.
Right? So I want you to kind of explain to everybody the why behind you wanting to join Ambition Academy and how exactly this all came about.
Yeah.
Because this happened fairly recently, right? This was obviously a lot of thought went into this, a lot of, homework and conversations went into this. So if you want to explain your why.
So you guys, once again, everybody knows we all work together, a little bit different shifts, but I do see you guys. So we always anytime you guys would do some overtime, we would talk all the time about like the last episode of the podcast. I'm like, yo, so when I seen you guys as well, like not even just my episode, I watched all your guys' stuff. I'm like, yo, I love what you guys are doing. This is great. I was just happy to be a part of it for my one episode. And had really good reviews. Like, even people at our work, outside, people came up like, yo, I saw your episode, man. Like, oh, thanks, man. Like, really good reviews. So it was nice being a part of it. And when you guys approached me and said, like, hey, you know, this is what we got going on. Unfortunately, Ray, you know, his situation, you know, you guys were like, we still want to have, you know, a third co-host, right? It just dynamically it works much better. So it's not just a one-on-one talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a bit more going on. And the moment you guys said that, outside I was probably looking super cool. Like, inside, oh, I was screaming. I was like, oh, I know what's coming. I know what you're about to ask.
Yeah.
And both of you, you know, made the same thing. Like, you know, we would love it if it was you. Obviously, you have, you know, think about it. You know, don't feel bad if you got to say no. Like, you know, you got your own life. We got all our stuff going on. So, you know, think about it, rest, sleep on it, and, you know, go from there. And I remember, like, on my drive home, going home to see the wife, and I'm like, it's a yes. It's a yes. I'm just going to go home and, like, tell her first, be like, so, by the way, I'm doing this now.
100%.
And, like, easy enough, like, face value, like, it was just a yes right off the hop. I think I messaged you or saw you the next day, and I was like, oh, dude, yeah, we're doing this. But obviously it goes a little bit deeper than that. It's not just like, hey, you know, I want to be a part of this. I want to be, you know, seen on camera. I want to be seen on all the social media and all that. It was the fact that you guys chose me. Once again, it is doubling back to the first episode. You guys chose me to be the first one on the episode for what, you know, whatever reason. That just extends over into here. Clearly, I'm doing something right that you guys, it fits with the brand that you guys have created and what you want to create more of. I just happen to fit that mold very well.
Very well said.
Yeah. And so that was, once again, it's always nice when you get the recognition, because not all the time you get the recognition. Or, you know, you might get the, hey, man, good job on that thing. But it was the, we want you to be a part of this. I'm like, oh, that's huge, right? So I think that for me, that was the driving force behind it. But another thing was, honestly, selfish reasons. And that selfish reason being, I'm doing it for me. Not because, like I said, I want all the, you know, the clout from it. It's the, it keeps me honest. You practice what you preach. Where if we're going to be out here, you know, preaching all this ambition stuff, you know, eating well, doing all these things, I have to be the guy that does that.
Absolutely.
I can't just sit here and talk about it and, you know, talk about like, yeah, I get fit and all these things and, you know, have a beer gut out to here. I'm not that guy. I can't be that. So this is a way, this is an avenue actually that keeps me honest and keeps it so that way I better myself, where I've got goals I want to reach. I'm nowhere near some of the goals in my head that I want to reach, but doing it through this channel and this avenue, I will get there. And we just get to all do it together. And, you know, with everybody watching, they can see the journey, and it brings, how am I trying to word this one? It's, people will want to follow you when they see you doing the work, right? A lot of people just want to give you like the end result, like, hey, do this, achieve this. But if you show them the steps, like, hey, this is how I did it, and I'm still going through it, it makes you more relatable.
100%. Absolutely.
So that's another big one
like
where, for me, like I said, I'm always striving for more. I've never hit my plateau, and I want to see how far I can make it, boys. Like, I really do. I want to see how far we can take this together, and I think we can do some crazy things, which we do have some ideas for, which we'll probably touch on here in a minute. But yeah, I want to see where this journey takes us.
Absolutely.
Because we've actually, once again, known each other for 12 years. We've talked about doing something, maybe not podcast wise, but we've talked about doing something business wise, creating something for years.
Yes.
We've had so many ideas, and once again, just through life, moving on, doing different things, we never got around to doing anything like that. So now, like I said, fast forward 12 years later.
Literally 12 years.
And here we are sitting, actually doing something. And I'm like, I'm committed. I'm hopping in 100% on this thing. You know, I'm taking the risk, and, you know, going to own the results of whatever this becomes, and hopefully make something out of it.
No, absolutely, man. No, that's very well said, man. That was very well said. Shout out to that. That was very well said, bro.
Little long-winded, but it's there's so many things that go beyond it to make this decision, and it's, once again, it's hard when to describe to people that don't know us, where it's a lot of people got to understand, like, you've done so much for me. You truly, truly have. And this is a way that I can also give back to you, because also,
man,
by the
way,
if people don't know me, I'm a pen and paper guy. I am truly old man Cap over here, just thawed out of the icicle, where I've got my little Cap notebook where I keep all my notes for things. And actually, one of my things I really, really wanted to touch on with this one was that another 2 reasons, kind of twofold, as to why I joined or wanted to join the podcast, was the fact that these 2 guys that I'm sitting in between are, without just pumping their own tires because they're sitting right here, are the 2 most ambitious guys I personally know. Where the amount of times you hear somebody be like, I want to do something crazy with my life. I want to start a podcast. I want to do this, do that. And you're like, dude, you should do it. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. And then just stays right there. It stays at that idea, that topic. Where, look at you guys. You guys did this. Like, you guys built season 1. I was only there for an episode. I truly didn't have anything to do with this. I got asked to join. Where I want to be your subject, I guess. Like, I want to be your test subject. I want to be that guy that you guys are being ambitious towards, where I can show the audience, like, this is why you should listen to these guys, because this is what listening to them can create, right? If that makes sense, because once again, you created a lot of this body by giving me the knowledge, by giving me the motivation, and helping me get to this point.
This guy gasses me up so
absolutely
much, gasses me up.
Where I am that manifestation of your ambition. That ambition you had 12 years ago,
man,
I am the manifestation of it.
Respect.
So
that's respect.
So as everyone's sitting here listening to me ramble on, it's only to tell you guys to, hey, he's not just saying things to say things. He truly knows a thing or two. So I'm telling you to listen to him, but I'm not just going to tell you to listen to him. I, too, am going to listen with you, if that makes sense to the audience.
Like I said in the last episode of season 1, when he's giving you the business, you need to take that business, folks.
Listen, trust me. Trust me, just listen to what he's got to say.
You know, what I want to add to that is also this, is that you take constructive criticism, and not even, like, sometimes it's like just straight criticism, not even constructive. It's like, and you take it and you listen to it. And it's like, the thing is, a lot of people don't, because they don't trust where the criticism is coming from. You fully trusted and had faith in me, and you chose that, hey, listen, if he's saying something, it's probably right. And then the results you yielded, you're like, damn, he was right. It was proven, right? So the analogy I always use is like, Cap always gives me all this credit, but I'm like, basically what I did for him was like, I prepared him dinner and all he had to do was eat it. However, eating it is still a task. Some people don't even eat it. You give them everything on a platter and they still are like, oh, it's too hard to eat. I can't swallow it. They can't even chew their fucking food. But this man, I made him. I laid it out for him, man. I had some snacks. I had the main course meal. We had everything ready to go. And what did you do? You're like, you put a blindfold on and you're like, I don't care. And you just ate it.
Just listen. You know, it's nice when I can just shut my brain off and I just, that's how I like it. Just turn my brain off and just do.
Absolutely.
It's easy.
It's like that saying, you know, when you feed someone, you're feeding them for a day, but when you teach a man how to fish, you're feeding them for life. Right, that's what you did for him. From what I understand.
Well said.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right. I like that. No, it's very true. It's very true, right? And I always, like, I even say this at work when I'm training people. Man, they're like, "Man, you're so helpful in this," and you're always like, you. Essentially, what happens is, like, when you're someone in a position of trying to help someone, like, I kind of position myself as the leader, right? I mean, you called me the alpha in that situation, whatever. So you're the trainer, the leader, the alpha, whatever it may be, right? The thing is, like, you need to train people based off of who they are. And that's what some people don't understand. I gotta find your personality, what works for you, and then guide you based off of that skill set, where some people don't. They just so stuck in their way and be like, well, I do it this way, this is the only way it is. But how many different times, like when we're working out, I'm like, try this, tweak this. Maybe your arm is longer this way. Maybe there's more leverage this way. Try this, turn your elbows this way. turn your knees out that way, and all of a sudden what happens? And people don't. They're just like, they're so stuck in, no, it's this way, and this is the only way. Buddy, my body don't look like yours. It's just they're different, right? And that's just everything in life, man. Like, you gotta structure things based off of that person. Everyone's unique in their own way, right?
One big thing, and yeah, I still use it to this day, that you touched on it there. There are wrong ways to work out. If I tell you to do a bicep curl and you do a tricep, I'm wrong muscle. But there is not a correct way to work out. Right? A lot of books or a lot of trainers want to just be like, this is how you do a bicep curl. You do it like this and only like this. No, man. Because what works for me might not work for you. Absolutely. We might, like, body-wise be completely different. So yeah, you were really good at that. You were good at, like, looking, observing, and understanding, hey, this isn't going to work for this guy. Whether it's mechanically or just motivation-wise. You're really good at picking it apart with certain people. So that's why I tell people, like, no, you just got to listen to this guy. He's not just, like, feeding you garbage. He's not just recycling that information that he's told 20 other people. The information he's giving you is almost, like, specialized to you.
No, you said it well, right? It's like tailored to you. And even, I mean, I trained you as well. And most of the stuff, like, I mean, there's protocols, but then there's like, who is this person? When I got to know you, and I'm like, let me tailor it towards how you are, right? Because I may find something like, I don't like the way this is happening. And you might look at that and be like, well, I'm okay with that. So you got to find what works for someone. It's not me at that moment. It's like, I mean, we're going to reach the same way. Some of you may take a different path than I do, but the end goal is what we want to achieve, right? So everyone's kind of different that way. And you know what I'm saying is that's what season 2 has in store. You know, for everyone listening, that's what we want to do. We want to bring out more of this kind of stuff, more value, more information on. I mean, not that we had brought out value in season 1, but we want to get more in depth in some of this stuff. Like as far as training goes, as far as just things around the city go, just more about us and who we are and what more we can provide for you guys, because that's why we're doing this, man. That's what we're here for, right?
It's a way that all of us can give back en masse, where it's easy. Like, once again, you helped a singular person out, which is, once again, phenomenal. But what if you did that on a large scale? What if you did that to thousands of people, right? And this is one of the easiest and most effective ways to do that, right? Where ideally it's to benefit, all of the viewers that we have, but also too, like, it's going to benefit us.
Absolutely.
Where by making us better, we're always going to push all the viewers to be better. But then when we push the viewers to be better, we have to push ourselves to be better. Absolutely. And it's the latter that we talked about on the episode. It's just, we're always going to push ourselves harder and harder. And hopefully it just benefits all.
That's true.
And another thing why we decided to go with Nate was because we were looking back at what Ambition Academy is about. We're about self-development, we're about growth, we're about motivation. And when I think about all those things, I think about him. It comes back to that. There's a wall behind you, and I'm looking at it. Of all those things that we have up there, the grind, determination, leadership, execute, persistence, and success.
Yeah.
You have each and every one of those things within you. So when we were deciding on who to bring on as a third person, we said, who better than yourself?
Because
that's awesome. Yeah, and you live those things. You're not just doing it for the camera. You're not just saying things for the sake of saying it. You are living those things. And anyone that knows you can attest to that.
And that's the nice thing. And that's why, honestly, thank you guys. That was very genuine, and I really do appreciate it, because I'm not saying I ever do any of these things for the validation, right? I do it for myself because it makes me happy. But it is nice when you hear it coming from a third party where, you didn't need to say that, but you're saying it because, once again, you believe it's true. And it's nice to hear.
100%, man. Like, I mean, this goes without saying, man. This guy is a better man than I ever will be. Like, I'm talking, like, and this is the absolute truth. This is the absolute truth. Like, I look at you, and, part of the reason, like, me and you, I mean, we don't hang out as much as we used to, but I was a lot more calmer and a lot more, I looked at things more of like, it's funny rather than getting mad. Like, if something happened, you would always laugh or like just find the humor in it, right? Whereas lately, I guess, I don't mean by lately, I mean like the past like 5, 6, 7 years, I've just been a bit more like I see the negative to things. And it's not like it's negative, it's more so I just take things a bit too seriously when you find the humor in it, right? And like I lost that part of me. So when I'm around you more, I laugh at things more that normally I would be like, oh man, what the, like I get kind of mad, and you're just so calm, and the energy transfers over. Like we always talk about energy here, like it transfers over. I get more. Yeah, you probably have seen this in me. It's like a light turns on when he's around me.
A different side of you.
Have you not noticed it? I notice it myself. I just laugh more when I'm around him. I'm just like happier.
Yeah,
like,
Should have heard this guy earlier when we did our pregame Smash Bros.
Yeah, man, this guy. No,
Just like old times.
Yeah, he whooped my ass.
Yeah.
Hey, Super Smash Bros. If any of you guys want to play him, actually, no, you did lose. You did lose. Like, he was really good, but this guy did beat him.
So clutch. It was so good.
That was good. That was a good match.
So good.
That was a good match. Yeah.
It was a good match. It was a good match. See, I just smash buttons, and these guys are like using the block. I'm like, oh, fuck, what the fuck's the block for? So yeah, Super Smash Bros. Legend right there, I guess. I mean, we're gonna have more tournaments, I guess.
We're gonna have a tally board for like the pregame Smash. Who won?
Yeah.
We'll get that going.
Can you imagine that with someone like here's pregame Smash, and they don't know what we're talking about?
Okay, I guess whatever you say.
No, that's good, man. But I mean, when you think about it, like just jumping on to just becoming a host from a guest, man, it all started with like a leap of faith.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
You know? And we've all done that, right? Where we just take a leap of faith on something. And I think more people don't. Another word that people use is risk. They take a risk, but I like leap of faith. It's more so like faith-based. It's more so like intuition. It's more so like, I mean, you're an Assassin's Creed fan, then.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Good call. You know what I like about your leap of faith, though? Because you're right. Risk, as dumb as it sounds, risk almost sounds safe compared to leap of faith.
Yeah.
Risk sounds like you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like it's edgy. Leap of faith is you are 100%.
I like that. That's a good way to look at it.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Because, I mean, in Assassin's Creed, if you guys don't know what that is, I mean, guy like jumps off of towers and stuff into a haystack, but it's a leap of faith. He's taking it, right? And he's trusting that haystack down there is going to save him.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like life. And every time we want to make a choice or decision on something, and you're like, I don't know if I should do this. Like, nobody in my bloodline has done this, or no one of my friends do this. Take the leap of faith if you feel like you want to do it, because how else are you going to grow if you don't take that, right? And that's kind of what you did here.
Yeah, it's the hesitation where that's where a lot of people get caught up on things, is when they hesitate, and that's the 50% in, 50% out, 1 foot, 1 not. Where how do you know something is going to work if you don't give it 100%?
That's right. Yep.
If you're like, I'm going to take a risk, and you're only giving it 50%, and it fails, and you're like, oh man, this really sucks. It failed. I'm like, well, what if you gave 100%? What if you even like bumped it up to 80%? Would it have worked? Possibly. You don't know. Or once again, I don't like living life that way, where not knowing if something could have happened, but it 100% being your fault because you didn't give it your all. I don't want to live life like that. Like
right, yeah.
My wife and I told you guys earlier, we started talking, we started dating, and we both really, really liked each other. We thought we were great, and we're like, you know what? 3-4 months in, we're like, let's just move in together. Let's just figure it out, because the only way we know we're going to work together as a couple is by seeing all of us, the 100%, the good, the bad, the ugly. And it worked, because once again, both her and I gave it 100%. Where I know a lot of people, they're like, I'm starting to see this one person, I'm kind of dating, like, I don't know how it is. And it's like, oh, like, you're talking to anybody else on the side? They're like, well, yeah, I've kind of got this back. And I'm like, right there. You're not giving either which one of those individuals
1 foot in, 1 foot out.
1 foot out. You're not giving it 100%. So
That's true.
You're like, oh, I kind of like her because she does these things, but I kind of like her because she does that. But once again, you're never going to make that full educated decision on one singular person. So I personally don't find it bad to, and I know we're using relationships because it's a very easy thing to say, but I'll switch it back to the podcast where I'm hopping into this 100%. I'm coming on as a co-host. We're collaborating. We're trying to create all these ideas, and I'm a part of that now. Where if it doesn't work out, hey, it doesn't work out. oh, it's going to work out. We're going to make it work out.
gonna
What I'm saying is, I don't know it will work out until I don't know it will work out until I give it my all. And by giving it my all, there's a damn good chance it's going to work out.
Absolutely. I have like a very hard time believing that if you don't give like your 100% on something, that things don't work. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rule. And you're right. The relationship, analogy is always so good, easy to use. But when people are involved, it kind of gets kind of difficult, right?
Yeah.
But like if you go all in, like let's use a workout analogy. If you actually go all in and you want to lose weight, you will do it.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not 100, if you're doing everything 100%, it can't not work.
Yes.
Like if you're on a calorie deficit and you're working out every day, you're doing your cardio, whatever, it like I said, it's impossible for it not to work. So if you're sitting there and you're saying it's not working, it's because you're in and you're out. You're in and you're out. You're not in. Right?
My story is a perfect example of this, as you guys are both talking about it. Moving from Ontario to Alberta.
Yeah.
Right?
Brampton.
Me not knowing anything. Yeah.
from Brampton.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh man, we're never taking this guy to Brampton. If he ever asks you, we're never taking him to Brampton.
He never took me. I want to go there. He never took me,
We're not
man.
going to
For a
Brampton.
good reason.
Yes, even he knows.
Come on, man.
Even he knows.
Shout out to Brampton.
Shout out to Brampton. But no, obviously moving from Toronto to Ontario to Alberta was a very big move that I made, and not knowing what's going to be on the other side of that, whether or not I would succeed, fail. But the fact that I made up my mind, I went through the motions, I did everything to take that leap of faith, and lo and behold, everything did work out. Because I told myself that, hey, I need to make sure that this works. I need to make sure that I win. And in the end, I was first place, crossing that finish line.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very happy that I was able to do that.
Probably one of the best decisions you've ever made in your life.
Oh, 100%. No doubt about
Your
that.
story is actually very inspiring if you think about it. It's like you took everything, like you uprooted yourself, you moved to another province, you started a new job, you knew nobody, you met me, we became friends, we became best friends, we became family.
Yes.
There's a podcast. Like, look at what happened when you take a leap of faith and you go all in, boys. Like, look at this. Like, this is a prime example, right? And it's crazy because that's an inspirational story, because a lot of people, they, like I said, you went 100% all in, right? You were telling me you're sleeping on just a mattress.
When I first moved into the first place, yes.
Just a mattress?
Yeah, I was just on, literally, I remember that night, I was laying on a mattress on the floor, looking up on the ceiling, asking myself that, hey, did I make the right move? Did I make the right choice? But then I completely snapped out of it. I was like, no, I did this for the right reasons. Mm-hmm. This is happening. I'm here now, and I'm gonna make this work, and I'm gonna become successful in this. And lo and behold, I grinded. I worked hard. Finished the academy, got valedictorian for that too, and just killed it overall, and continuously doing it now. So very, very proud of myself, and continuing to do more things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, not stopping here.
Yeah. Also, only the beginning.
Yeah.
Only the beginning.
There's like a saying that they say, when like a man loses his purpose, he just becomes like, he's just existing for no reason. You're just like a hamster going through a wheel, because every man needs to have some sort of purpose, no matter what that is. Everyone has a purpose. A purpose could be, I don't know, you could just be, going to work and trying to move up the ladder. That's your purpose, to be like, hey, I started here and I want to move up. You need some sort of purpose. And like, every man needs one, because that's our driving force, right? That's our energy, man. Like, that's what we need. And like, even this podcast, like I had purposes as far as like, being successful, making money and all that sort of stuff. And then you open the door for a podcast to me, and like, this just adds to that, so you need those things. And in order to have those to continue with the purpose and to like grow and build on that, you need to take that leap of faith. You need to get out of your comfort zone. And I'm pretty bad for procrastinating. I do it a lot, but like, you got to just tell yourself to do it. You got to just do it, because like you mentioned this actually in your episode, that like, if you were to start now versus 10 years ago, how did you phrase that? It was phrased very well.
if whatever you're trying to accomplish has like kind of like a set frame, like
Yeah.
3 years, this task is going to take you 3 years to complete.
Yeah.
Well, if you start it
Right,
now,
yes,
it's going
yes,
to take you
that's
3 years.
yeah.
Or if you start it a year down the road,
Yeah.
well, it's still going to take you 3 years.
Absolutely.
Now
There
you
you
took
go.
4 years to complete a 3-year task.
And people don't take enough time. Like they're not consistent enough, and they don't like. They'll make a decision, and they'll be like, "I didn't work out." But it's like, okay, say if you did go 100% all in, but you didn't give it enough time.
Yeah.
Like then you have to be.
Oh.
You gotta give things enough time.
Working
You
out is
can't
like
just-
the greatest thing to think about when you're talking about that, where it's so many people, whether it's gaining weight or losing weight, they want to do it like 2 months. I got to get down to this. And it's like, oh, don't give yourself such a small time frame. Like,
Yes.
give yourself like, hey, in the next 6 months, into the next
Absolutely. Yeah,
year,
there you go.
think further down the road because it's more achievable. If you give yourself a short-term goal and you don't make it, you have no more ambition. You've lost it. You're like,
Yeah.
I didn't get my goal. This sucks. Why am I doing this? I wasted my past 2 months. Well, it's not that you failed. You made progress. It's just that you didn't make the progress that you were looking for. Where if you just
Yeah.
gave yourself more time, you would still achieve that same progress.
Absolutely.
And now when you hit it, you're more motivated to be like, oh, I did it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, now I'm going to lose the next 10 pounds and I'm going to take X amount of time to do that. I really like it. You said that.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like how long? Like when you moved here, it took you what? Like just about almost a year for you to be like kind of stable, or was it a bit longer than that?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if some people sit there and say, "I'm going to move there, and in like 3 months I'm going to make it," it's like.
And then on top of that,
Time,
you
bro.
know, it's easy to move when you're moving with your family versus when you're moving alone.
True.
Where you know you have your whole life, you have your friends, your family, people that you know, your entire life. You're kind of putting behind you and moving into a whole brand new place with nothing, with the unknown, right?
And you basically walked into a dark hole, bro. Not
Yeah,
knowing
and
what's
then-
on the other side.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
That's a leap of faith.
Just
if you
with the
ask
goal.
me, bro.
Just with the goal, goal in my mind. That's it. Right? Nothing else, just with the goal in my mind. And, it goes back to when I was younger, when I used to travel by myself. I was very young, the first time I traveled by myself, I think I was like 19 or 20 maybe. And not knowing what's on the other side, I still did it. I still did it. And then, once I did that, I did it a second time, a third time, and so forth.
You become comfortable with it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then when it came to moving, I kept that same mentality where I was like, yeah, you should never fear the unknown. You should never fear the unknown. And when you tell yourself something negative or, an outcome before it even happens, you're just setting yourself up for whatever that outcome is going to be. You tell yourself, hey, this is not going to work out because of this. And that's exactly what's going to happen. This goes back to when we were talking about manifestation.
Right. Yes.
Right?
Another good one that you guys actually really like, the quote that I said that ties into that as well, is that a lot of people need to embrace failure. People got to stop being afraid of failure, where when you fail, you didn't succeed, but you learn something through failing. You learn what worked, what didn't, you adapt, you keep going. But that's if you keep going, where a lot of people quit. Where they try something new, the fifth, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, they give it a shot, like, it didn't work out for me. I'm moving on from that. Well, you quit. That sucks because you could have learned something from that, adapted, and then, hey, give it another shot and see where you get. Where, once again, my biggest thing in the gym, that once again you taught me was,
I was about to call that out.
Yeah.
The squat. Like you almost died and you like you
I
failed.
crumbled. It's
His
failure.
knees went this way. We killed him, bro.
It's burned in my mind. My little chicken leg is just dropping. But it's failure is an option, quitting is not. It's embrace that failure. You came out here, you're going to give it your shot. Even if one part of your plan would have failed and you would have quit, well, that would have sucked. You wouldn't be sitting here today. We all would have been sitting here
that's
today.
true.
If at one point with your failure, coming out here in that year and you just quit, once again, like, this wouldn't happen. But you took that failure, whatever it may be, you adapted, you moved on, you kept moving, and now here you are, right? That's how you become successful.
Yeah.
Yes, through failing, just not quitting, right?
Yeah, you either win or learn. That's kind of like how you like look at it, right? Like you win at whatever you're trying to do, or you learn. A loss is a learning experience, right? If something doesn't work out, like you said, then you figure out how it works out. The gym analogy is for days, man. Like if you failed at 60-pound dumbbell press, you're like, oh, I'm done. I'm never working again. It's like, dude, you try again. If you get half a rep, then maybe next week you're going to get
learning
a rep.
where your cap is is like the best thing. Where you know, like, hey, this is my range I got to work between.
Yeah,
that's a good thing to know. I actually like. Yeah, I like knowing both my limits.
Yeah. No, no, it's great, man. That's people have to start doing more of that, and they're limiting their potential by not. Because there's going to be a time that you're going to sit there on your deathbed and you're going to be like, man, maybe I should have done this, or maybe I should have done that. If I only did this, if I only did that. And you're sitting there and you're like, man, start now. Do it now. If there's something you want to do it now. Take the damn risk.
Yeah.
Not risk.
Never,
leap of faith.
Never fear that unknown. Yeah. Don't ever fear that.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Like the greatest stories about anyone that's ever been written that last through generations and centuries are from the men and women who literally looked at something that they were scared of and said, fuck that. I'm going to do it anyways. Those are the people we talk about. Those are the stories that are written about these people. They faced the unknown. They faced things where they're like, everyone's telling them, maybe don't do this, oh, you're going to get hurt or whatnot. And what ends up happening? These men and women live on for ages, right? And those are the people we talk about. Those are the people that inspire us. No one gets inspired by someone that doesn't do anything. If you're just an average person, like, no offense, good on you if you want to live your life like that, that's great. But if you're trying to inspire people, for example, Terry Fox, like, bro, like, that's why people look at him. I say that name and everyone's like, oh yeah, like that guy, like look at what he accomplished, look at what he did. That's something worthy of talking about, right? But he took that leap of faith, right? He did it.
Your legend will live on, where there's the saying of a person dies twice. Once their physical body dies, and the second time is the last time somebody ever utters their name. Where when you have a legend, you're increasing your lifespan because you've created something. You mentioned Terry Fox. Because you mentioned him today, he still lives on. He's not been forgotten about. Where be the Terry Fox, be the guy that leaves your own legend, whatever it may be, so that way for the future. And ours is documented, which is crazy to think. Crazy to think that ours is documented, but you know what? We're going to live on until, once again, whatever day that may be, that somebody utters Ambition Academy podcast for the last time. And it ain't going to be anytime soon, baby.
I've actually never heard that saying. That's actually really cool. The last time someone speaks your name. I've never heard that. Like, you die your physical form, and then the last time someone speaks your name. I've never heard that. This is why this guy actually is Cap. He's from like the 80s or 60s. Where was Cap? The 60s?
40s.
It was 40s?
Yeah.
I guess 80s is a bit.
I'm such an old soul.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
100 plus years old now.
Bro, that like gave me chills in my bones, bro. But I mentioned that on one of the podcasts. I said, hey, listen, like this is like when I have a child, I want them to look back and be like, yo, Dad, you were on a podcast or whatever. Oh man, you were so young then, because by the time he's older, I'm going to be an old man,
Yeah.
But like, this is all documented. You're right. That's crazy to think that, right? Like we're going to be living past our physical form.
20 years, when I'm 50, I look back now, I'll be like, hey, that's how I was back then.
Yeah. No,
compared to how I will be then, I hope I'm the same way. I hope I'm still going to the gym, still smiling, doing my thing.
Right? You'll never change, bro. Just put this guy back on ice, man. He'll be fine.
So, we're coming up to the time, round out the episode. Coming in third party, I've got my own, hopes and dreams of like what I would love to see come out of this. And I guess I'll start, then I'll ask you guys what, your point of view is. I would love, because we've talked about this for, once again, 12 years, you and I.
It's true.
I would love to start up a clothing brand where, you can probably already see, I wear a lot of like workout shirts only because they're tapered. They fit me very well. I like that, but
it's got to show off the physique.
But the problem is most clothing companies are, very boring colors. And you guys know me. I like to dress fun. I like to dress colorful, loud, flowers. I love all that stuff. So I would love to one day get to the point where we can have our own, Ambition Academy, whatever it is, brand of like clothes. I think that would be really cool, but I want to hear from you guys what your ideas are. Because once again, you guys are the ones started this. I just hopped in. I've always wanted to do this. Yeah. But what's your guys' when you created this? What was your end game for this channel?
For me, I want to eventually take this on the road.
Okay.
So do seminars, motivational speaking, whether it's, in schools, in venues. I want to go around and try to motivate, inspire, aspire to inspire before you expire type of deal, right?
This guy's from the six.
So that's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to do something like that, and during my dark times in my life, I watched things like that. Even grew up doing things like that on obviously YouTube and whatnot, and on a much smaller scale. But now I want to eventually take this on the road and do this.
Yeah, large scale, like not
Yes.
just hitting mass audience with YouTube, but like auditorium style, like thousands of people. That honestly, I could absolutely see.
Yeah, that's
You have the
what I was.
personality for it.
Thank you.
No,
Hope so.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
hope so.
Yeah.
I like Froze listening to 1,000 people. I'm like, holy, it's a lot of people. But yeah, and you're right. You can do it very well, man. I don't know. For me, I just the end game for me was to be able to inspire as many people as possible to look out for the little guy, and like by little guy I mean like I wasn't always like this. Like I was not always this person that you see in front of you. People see like a well-dressed, well-groomed man, works out, he seems very structured. I was like, I was not this guy, man. I was the guy that people probably look at right now and be like, screw that guy. He's arrogant, he's this, he's that. I'm not that guy. I was bullied, I was fat, I was made fun out of. I was all those things. I used to play computer games every day. It's kind of like a stereotypical fat nerd plays games, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that now that I look at it, but it's like I was that guy. No girl would talk to me when I was younger or whatnot. I mean, I had glasses too. People used to call me Fat Harry Potter, which is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Fat Harry Potter.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it was crazy. But when I'd back up, they'd make the sound like it was bad. I got bullied, man. So it's like so funny. It's funny now, but that's what I mean. Like I want people to look at this and look at me and be like, hey, listen, like if that guy can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
I want to inspire those people that like are sitting there and looking down. Like I used to do this, literally look down and then I look at my titties, man.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, holy shit, people could milk me kind of thing, right?
And now you're making people back up.
Yes. I want to show these guys. I want to show everyone that, hey, listen, like it can be done. It can be done. Don't listen to what the world is telling you today and saying, no, it's okay, the way that everything is and whatnot. You should be. No, if you want to literally get out of your skin, the extra skin, and you want to be confident, you want to be well dressed, you want to be articulate with your words, well spoken, and inspire people and speak in front of a camera, you can do it.
Yep.
You can do it. That's kind of like my inner wish that what I want. And people they'll never think that I'm that guy, but I look out for those guys because I was bullied when I was younger and I was treated like shit,
Looked out for me.
And hopefully we'll do an episode on this at one point.
Yes,
At some point in time we get into depth on this, right?
Definitely.
But that is kind of like I'm ambitious about that, to inspire people that aren't they're not confident, and to give them a path, man. That's all it is. That's all I really, really ever wanted to do with this.
Man, you're gonna cultivate so many more Captain Americas. It's gonna be ridiculous. Holy.
And the lineup of Winter Soldiers everywhere.
Yo, bro, Winter Soldiers, if you guys want. Yo, imagine we set up some sort of fitness camp called the Winter Soldier Camp. Idea, you heard it here first.
Everybody just saw us have an idea. Like light bulbs above everybody's head right now.
Yeah. See me extracting the serum. Kick.
It's just chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Just chicken and rice.
Inject them with broccoli. It's a placebo. They're gonna think it's like, oh, I'm getting jacked, but that's kind of it, man. That's kind of it. So I want to kind of share that with everyone, right? So I mean, everyone that's watching and whatnot, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
This is a little sneak peek for season 2 and onward.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. No, and there's going to be a lot more as well. We're going to be doing a lot more skits, a lot more vlogs. We're going to be doing some reaction videos as well.
Yes.
And there's another special thing we're going to be doing. We're not going to talk about it yet. We're going to do it.
I already forgot.
I just came here.
You know the.
Oh, that.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So there's gonna be a lot more coming from all of us. And once again, welcome, Cap.
Thank you.
Happy to have you on board.
We got the posters. Yeah.
Do you remember on the last time you were here, you had something to say at the end of the episode?
Well, I'm put on the spot right now. My Sagittarius brain has forgotten everything.
You said something at the end of the episode.
Oh, you son of a... I just remembered right now, too.
You said something.
Oh.
I said something that I was gonna do. Do you recall it all?
No.
Okay. Be right back.
Oh, man. Do you remember now?
No.
You don't? This is the best because he doesn't remember. I remember. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Well, I guess we're gonna figure it out, boys. This is live right now, and this is a live reaction. I know you have no idea. How did you forget?
Because you know why I forgot. Because I'm me.
This is true. I just remember. I'm like, "What is he talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." Now I know exactly what he's talking about. So,
I just remembered the voice.
holy jeez, hot dogs!
Before I saw you come down that staircase, it just hit my brain. Oh my god!
Hot dog!
I said I owed you, Cap.
This smells so good.
Chicken hot dogs, baby. Let's go.
This
We're
is
bringing them back.
the famous chicken hot dogs.
The famous. I mean, it's not from the 6th, but it's close enough. It's
I've
close
been alive for 30 years, and until you guys, it was the first time I ever heard about chicken hot dogs. This is wild. I'm so excited right now.
They're all like my Hindus out there. They're all like, bro, we known about this.
Take a look at this guy.
No beef here, bro.
So yeah, you said that, I know you said it as a joke, but then I said that, you know what, I got you, Cap, and then there was another episode too where I'm like, I owe you, I got you, Cap, so
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yo,
This is a big welcome to Ambition Academy. This is what we do here. We feed you with hot dogs. Did you make sure you fucking told them?
Oh, yeah.
Mind control. No.
Yo, about to roofie me?
Extract his DNA.
Yo, really put me on ice.
You gotta get the winter soldier going, right?
Like, cut the camera quick. He said too much. Well, there you have it, man.
Yeah, we gotta get the reaction. We gotta get the taste test reaction.
Final, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, let's do a live taste test.
Yeah, go ahead,
Why-
please.
why go?
Be my guest, please.
Yo, it's been how many years, man? Look at this. Let's go. Okay.
It smells. That smells so.
How's that wiener smell? That chicken wiener.
No, it's better than a beef dog.
Yeah.
Actually, really good hot dog.
Yeah?
Chicken dog.
Yeah. There you go.
It's the texture on it.
Oh, because you've never had a chicken one.
He never did,
So
yeah.
This
He
is
never
this
did.
is literally live, bro. This is
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
my first
first
time I've ever
time.
had one of these.
We are live.
We are. Oh yes.
Well, there you have it. I guess no words is words.
He's like, I gotta eat more.
It's just me mukbanging over here.
And what can you do?
I can do this all day.
Say the line. I can do this. Oh, just a little.
That's the good the end of the episode, you motherfucker.
Well, we're going to continue having hot
We gotta
dogs.
go.
We're going to get going, but thank you very much for watching, everybody. Final thoughts before we end this?
I'm happy. This is great. This is fantastic.
Well, he's enjoying the hot dogs. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Season 2, episode 1 officially done. Looking forward to seeing you all in the next episode, or you seeing us in the next episode, unless I see you in person. But
Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are on Spotify. We are on iHeartRadio. We are on Apple Podcasts as well. And you can find us on Google now, too. Thank you very much.
Google me.
Once again, my name is Adil.
My name is Cash.
My name's Cap.
We are out.
See you next time.
You know, I thought this was